Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Purple Chair Podcast. You are listening to episode 12, and I'm Lara Labuda, your scissor wizard, color alchemist, usually standing behind the chair, but currently sitting in her yard, trying to be a good stay-at-homer. Thank you for joining me, and if you are a human being in this world right now, you are being affected by COVID-19 and the coronavirus. I never in a million years could have guessed that this would be the case of what happened, that we are all having to stay at home because it's so important to stop the spread. There's so many people that are out there fighting for their lives and people that are caring for the people that are fighting for their lives. And I am so very grateful that I have the ability to sit in my yard with my dogs, they're on the other side of the camera, and enjoy this time at home. As hard as it is for me to not go anywhere and not do anything, I have gotten in the car and driven around because I am a go person, and I'm definitely learning a lesson in patience. It's not my strong suit. In fact, my grandfather calls me the whirlwind. I know you guys have seen my tornado video. If you haven't, you got to go watch the video. But I am like a tornado. I just come in like I could take up a room with my energy, because that's just how I am and who I am and how I work. But having to stay put is like, I literally have to sit on my hands to not go anywhere. Somebody needs to hide my keys next. So I'm learning this lesson in patience, and I'm learning to be unbusy. We pride ourselves in life to be busy. Oh, how are you doing? I haven't seen you in so long. How have you been? Oh, I'm so busy. Oh, that's so awesome. I'm so busy too. What does that even mean? What are we busy doing? Busy doing instead of busy being. And so being at home during all of this has really made my days so much longer. And I'm actually really enjoying it. I get up. I've made coffee in the morning. I sit on my porch. I love on my animals. And I know that a lot of people think that my job is essential, which it is, because when you look good, you feel good, and when you feel good, you look good. But I always say that there is your hair is not worth your life. And this is a time when your hair is definitely not worth your life. My dog's tromping in the leaves over here. So I'm sorry if you can hear all kinds of crazy stuff in the background. This is not the usual setup, and I'm doing this all on my own. So I'm learning to do things kind of on my own too. So my coffee maker broke. So it's the end of the world, and my coffee maker broke. And I thought I had it fixed. It's taken me 2 days to fix it. Normally, under the usual circumstances, I would just be like, all right, trash it, buy a new one, because I've had it for almost a year and a half. But this time, in this day and age, which it's been a couple of weeks since this has started and I'm not working, I haven't stood behind the chair in 12, 13 days. I think the last day I worked was March 21st, 24th, somewhere in there. So it's been a while. And normally I would just be like, all right, I'm going to get a new coffee maker. But I attempted to fix it. So I cleaned it with I put some vinegar in it, and I cleaned it and ran it through, and it finally started filling up to the right amount of coffee or water that's supposed to come out. And then this morning I was like, all right, I get up, I'm gonna make my coffee, and I'm so excited because here I am, doing something out of the ordinary, and I fixed my coffee maker, and it's pouring out, and I'm such a ding dong, you guys. It fills up with coffee. I put my creamer in, and it's just hot water. I did put coffee in it, though. I put coffee in it, but it broke, and the water was going around the coffee, and So I took it apart again and finally fixed it, but I'm just trying to be more resourceful in the things that I'm doing right now, because the days are a little bit longer. I can take the time to fix my coffee maker. This morning, instead of using that, after all of that, it happened before my first cup of coffee, by the way. After all of that, I decided to make a French press cup of coffee, which was so good. I haven't done it in so long. It takes a little bit longer. I have to boil the water, but it was so good, and it made me realize that I need to slow my life down, enjoy the days, because what's the use of life when it's just going to pass you by in an instant? So I'm done being busy. Our lives have literally changed as we know it almost instantaneously. And it's so real, and it's so, on some level, it's so traumatic. If you've never had a situation where your life changed dramatically in an instant, it's definitely something to cope with. It's happened to me on several occasions in my life. This is about the third time that I've had to, I'm going to go with number 4. This is probably the 4th time. So the car hit the shop. That was something that I had to dramatically change in an instant. My husband got hit by a motorcycle. He is fine and he lived through it, but that was traumatic and it happened in an instant. I've lost several friends. It makes you realize the value of life when you lose someone that you love. But in this situation, I'm also learning what's really super valuable to me, because we're supposed to be social distancing and not seeing those people that we love. Oh, there's a butterfly. I love sitting outside. I wish there was a way to do hair outside, but the wind blows too much. It's not going to work. So my family, as you guys know, or a lot of you guys may know, my family lives in Pennsylvania, and it's no big deal for me to just like hop in the car and cruise out to Pittsburgh for the weekend or a long weekend or a week. But with everything that's happening and everything that's shut down, in this moment right now, South Carolina, I think, is like the only state that isn't on a stay-at-home or a state shelter-in-place state. Pennsylvania is. It's no big deal for me to hop in the car and just cruise out to Pittsburgh. But in this moment, it's like Pittsburgh couldn't be further away if it were on the other side of the planet. We're going to pause for all the wind. I'm going to do my best to edit that out. Pittsburgh seems so far away. It's never seemed this far away to me. Even my family that lives in a different part of the state in South Carolina, in Greenwood, they seem so far away too. And it's a mindset thing for me. So like, it does feel like they're very far away, but I also feel closer to my family than I've ever felt before, because we're making sure that we're communicating with each other. We're talking on a daily basis instead of a weekly basis or every other week. I'm actually talking to my family almost every day, checking on them, seeing how they're doing. So even though there's so much distance physically between us, I feel I don't know if you heard that, but the dog is chewing on some grass over there. Sorry. This is real life. Even though we're physically far away, emotionally, I don't feel like we're that far away. I feel like we're closer than we've ever been. And in this time, it's forcing me to reevaluate what is important to me. It's like, I also am having a hard time finding motivation to do anything. Like, I have all this time, but it's hard for me to get motivated to do anything because it just feels so draining. I've been keeping up with the news. I like to read it. I don't like to listen to it or watch it because it stresses me out. So I read it. And reevaluating your life and everything the way we know it is like trying to figure out where to start in a messy room to clean. Have you ever had a messy room and you're like, God, it's such a disaster. I don't even know where to start. It's like mountains of stuff. But you can't eat an elephant all in one bite. You have to start with the small things. And one of the things that I am working on is shifting my mindset. A lot of you hear me say, oh, it's the best day ever. Well, that came about after I lost one of my very good friends, and I had a hard time getting through that. And so I would say today's the best day ever, and what that means is that I can always find something amazing in my day to make it awesome. So that was just a way for me to shift my mindset. Because it's all about changing your perspective on your situation, and you got to find what works for you. So if you're feeling like, there goes my dog. See my dog? My cute little beagle right there. If you're watching this, she's so cute. If you're feeling like, oh God, I'm stuck at home, well, you can flip that into a positive, and you can say, I am so safe at home. Because if you are a person who doesn't have an essential job, then you are so safe at home. Thank you to everyone who is working right now. Those of you that are working at the grocery stores, those nurses, the doctors, the people that are coming in contact with people, thank you so much for doing the job that you're doing. I appreciate everything that you do so that I can sit here and do the things that I would love to do. Another thing is this feeling of, oh, I can't go anywhere. I can't go anywhere. So you're going to change those can'ts into cans. So, oh, I can't go anywhere could become, I can create something at home. So yesterday I did a painting class, and I'll tell you a little bit more about that at the end of the video. But I did a painting class and I painted a beach scene, and I was like, I'm gonna tailor my entire day to this beach theme. So I set up my chair outside, my little beach chair, and I made a fabulous daiquiri in my blender. You guys know how much I love my blender. I found another use for it. I made a daiquiri in my blender. So I have my little beach drink and my little beach picture. So I can go places at home without ever going anywhere. So you can create those at home. In my case, and in a lot of hairdressers' cases, I think most hair salons around the country now have closed down, which is the smart thing to do. You guys, we touch people, we come in contact with people, and I want you to I want to remind you guys that if you're in South Carolina, that my husband just walked outside, so I'm going to see if he's going to yell at me over here if he needs anything. He can't see me where I'm sitting, but so if you are in South Carolina and you are practicing hair, we are shut down. It means it is illegal to practice. There was a salon, some stylists and nail techs in Charleston, I believe, were caught sneaking people in the back room and doing their hair. Well, you can lose your license for that, and I don't want to see you lose your license. We want to create for a long time, do what we love. Don't do anything stupid by putting yourself in jeopardy right now. It's only going to be a few weeks, maybe a month. It's not going to be like for years and forever. So you can change I can't go to work to I can take this opportunity to do something that I haven't been able to do. So use this opportunity to clean the closet. We cleaned out the garage. Well, let me tell you, we've been living here for 6 years, and that garage was a straight up disastrous mess. Super disaster mess. And it took 3 days to clean it out, but we actually have been hanging out in the garage. So, all worth it. And I can't see my family. So you can take that I can't see my family, and we're living, if you're watching me right now, you have a device that you can literally video chat with your family. I have seen my dad more times on my little screen now than I ever have in my life. It's awesome. So I told you, I feel so much more connected to everyone. So I can't see my family. You can turn that into I can video chat with my family or my friends. I know it's kind of a bummer not being able to hang out with your friends. I want to know some ways that you guys are coping with this COVID, staying at home. It's kind of unfolding it's happening. We're living history. I keep saying that. I never fathomed this would be the thing. And here we are. I'm sitting in my yard on a beautiful spring day. Normally I would be at work right now. So I'm out here enjoying the sunshine and my dogs and my yard and my garden, planting things. I'm doing stuff that I never thought that I had the time to do, but now I have it. So I'm gonna utilize it. So what ways are you guys utilizing this time? The silence is deafening. I keep saying that too. It's yeah. So the way that I'm also dealing with this whole situation of not going to work and doing the thing that I love to do is so I was just talking to my mom on the phone. I never thought in a million years, I thought that having the trade job would be the thing that I fell back on. But I'm falling back on my art education background. So for those of you that don't know, I am a certified art teacher. I have a bachelor's of fine arts in art education and a master's degree in teaching and learning. And I decided that I didn't want to do that anymore because I didn't want to work for a school system. So I quit working for the school system and I became a hairdresser. I utilized my education from art school into doing hair, which is why I like to do hair color. But I am now creating art for people, which is really crazy cool. I actually sold my first painting today. My first ever painting. I've never sold a painting, and today it happened. Here comes my cutest beagle ever. And my heart is so full because I have so much gratitude for everyone right now. It's just awesome. So I've created an online virtual art classroom. So if you have Facebook, come find me on Facebook. I'll link it in this video, but it's facebook.com/Laura's Art Class. I've been doing a drawing class every day at 1:00, East Coast time. So if you're available, come join me live. I'm trying to create a sense of community and trying to stay connected with everybody. So instead of doing your hair, come draw with me. Learn something new, something you've never done before. I've also done some painting classes. I used to teach paint and pour classes. I used to teach drawing classes. So I'm kind of trying to morph that all into one. And I now have this group, Laura's Virtual Art Classroom. And it's been so much fun. My newsfeed is literally filled with the most beautiful drawings and paintings, and everyone is creating, and it's so cool just to be able to take a step out of the actual life crappy things that are happening and create something that you can share. So we've been doing a lot of artwork, we've been doing a lot of painting. I would really love it for you guys to come join me over there. We've been having a good time. There's some really amazing artists and some really amazing people, and everyone is so very supportive of each other. And everyone is from everywhere. I've had people drawing from all the way on the West Coast to everywhere. It's just been really cool. I'm super happy about it. So Laura's Virtual Art Classroom. The address again is facebook.com/Laura's Art Class. And we've been doing a drawing every day and a painting once a week. And all the videos are going to be up, so it's totally free. I forgot to mention that. It's totally free. So you can just go on there and you can draw with me. It's totally free. And I would love to see you there. And I would love to hear from you. So I hope you're doing well. I want to wish you guys all the best, all the health and wealth and abundance, because you deserve it. You guys are all amazing people, and We are going to get through this together. There's literally nobody who isn't affected by this. No one. If you're living in the world right now, it's affecting you. And so I'm keeping you in my heart and my prayers, and we will make it through this. Mullets or no mullets, we're getting through it. All right, I want to thank you guys so much for joining me on episode 12 of the Purple Chair podcast. I'm sorry I didn't get it out on time. I don't even know what day of the week it is. I think it's Monday. It's supposed to come out on Monday, but we're just doing the best we can. So stay safe, stay healthy, and stay well.